Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol RELI. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Done this analysis before, but it's been quite a while. However, now from a technical perspective, the chart is actually sitting at a very interesting area, a very important area. So figured we'll get things updated here. And I don't want to come across like this is some sort of great discovery on my part or anything like that. There's a lot of eyeballs on it, and if you know how to use charts, if you understand them, then you're probably wondering, or you probably know exactly what I'm going to be talking about here. And I bring that up twofold: A, because like I said, I don't want to come across like I have some sort of discovery that nobody else has seen. But second, because when a lot of people are watching a certain level and wondering the same thing, it can create some pretty interesting price dynamics. Call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. But the point is that a lot of eyeballs watching and wondering the same thing, which is what we have here, it's worth at least mentioning and keeping an eye on. And the big level is twofold here, and that is that area down here at 12.5 cents. So 12.5 cents, if you go back through the history of the chart, you can see this has been an area of resistance before, and there's just a classic rule in charting which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. And that's what's happened multiple times. So acted as support a couple of times there, acted as support a couple of times there. In fact, yesterday on that lower wick right there, acted as support, and then fast forward to today, acting as support. So point being, 12.5 cents has quite the history of acting as support. However, that's not the only thing that makes this chart that much more interesting now. You also have the purple line right there, the very famous 50-day simple moving average, essentially sitting right at that same area. So it's kind of a double whammy, if you will, of supports. 12.5, and then you have the 50-day simple moving average. And again, even if you have just a basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 50-day and you know that when the price is up above it, then yeah, you ideally want to see that act as support. So that's going to definitely be a key dynamic that a lot of people are watching. In the event that 12.5 cent mark does not hold, the next key level of support to keep an eye on after that would be down around 0.089. As far as levels of resistance are concerned, actually, I'm not even going to talk resistance levels because as I think and talk, top priority right now has nothing to do with breaking levels of resistance. Top priority right now is stabilizing and making sure this chart doesn't spin out of control. And what do I mean by spinning out of control? Well, I would classify spinning out of control as the price starting to break down through 12.5 and definitely being fully out of control if the price were to actually break down below the 0.089 mark. So keep an eye on these levels going forward, and we'll see how this week continues to play out. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.